Welcome everyone to IPC Hypotheticals, a podcast full of what-ifs, full of imaginative situations to discuss. We live in a boarding school, a community of internationals in a small city in Denmark. Now that we have settled into a routine of school life and have had time to get to know each other, we would like to think outside the box and imagine how our life could be different by posing interesting hypothetical questions. But first, let me introduce my guests. On my left, we have Steph, a student from South Africa.
Hi.
And on my right, we have Victor, a student from French.
Hi.
So as we embark on this sharing of opinions, remember to balance the pros and cons of each hypothetical. On with the first question. What if the International People's College wasn't in Denmark?
Well, if IPC was in South Africa, for example, I don't think it would be a thing. Firstly, our government isn't really someone that would support this action or this movement. So it definitely wouldn't exist in South Africa. And if it would, it wouldn't have been any high quality. Like, it would be so old and just not kept up well. The buildings, the stuff inside the school, nothing is going to have upkeep.
So I can imagine IPC just as a ruin.
Yes, basically.
And I'm assuming it doesn't really fit in with the mentality over there, like the general mindset of the.
No.
Okay.
There's too many differences.
Yeah. Okay.
But you live in a democratic
Yes,
country.
Yes. So we do make agreements, but there's still a lot of inequalities and differences that we have struggles with. So, yeah.
But maybe IPC could be a good thing because you talked about differences, and this entire school is about ignoring the differences and bringing people together despite those.
A lot of people still set in their ways. For especially the older generation, they very much focused on their ways and how they were raised, and don't really see any plan on changing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a difficult situation to kind of convince people to see each other's point of views.
Is South Africa open to other countries?
Yeah. They are definitely. They definitely encourage people from other countries to come visit, explore the culture and life of South Africa. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. What if International People's College was in France?
Okay, so I don't actually live in France, but I live in Switzerland. But it would be very interesting to talk about it if this type of school was in Switzerland. I think the primary difference would be that if it was in Switzerland, it would be very, very expensive. Because boarding schools in Switzerland are extremely expensive. And it's usually people that are very rich that go to boarding schools. And a school like this, it wouldn't be the same as in Denmark because you would have a lot of rich people unless you have a scholarship and all that. But I don't think scholarships aren't that big in Switzerland. So it would not be much of a possibility. But I mean, the general point of view is that it would be very expensive and that only the very wealthy would be able to afford to send their kids here. On the other hand, it would be very well kept. Everything from the infrastructure to the organization, everything would be perfect because that's just how boarding schools are in Switzerland. The food would be amazing, master chef quality, everything that you want.
I think neutrality would be another core rule.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like here in Denmark. It would be very democratic, and everyone would be able to give their point of view, and it would be equal. But it would be quite different from Denmark, if it was here, or from South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about in Germany, Johannes?
In Germany, I don't know. I think in my world, I think it's just the same, only for rich people as well. But I could imagine in Germany IPC, definitely more expensive, definitely less people, but yeah.
Okay.
Definitely possible. Let's go to the second question. How different would our schedule be if students requested classes in the applications?
Oh, I think the schedules will be a lot different.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm assuming the students wouldn't expect some of the funkier subjects that we have at IPC.
Yeah.
Like, I know a shock for me was we have yoga as a subject. So I wouldn't have expected yoga to be a subject, although I take yoga now and I absolutely love it. But to me, that was a shock.
What classes would you choose if you didn't know any of the classes? What classes would you choose?
I'd probably say the ones at the classes at IPC or subjects I'd suggest.
You suggest.
Okay, well, I would say accounting, like math or something, or English, I don't know, some stuff like that, basic school subjects.
Something what I think as well. We only have the classes we get taught in a normal school. Like, we don't know any different classes.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't expect to see any of the classes that they have when I went to the website, when I was signing up. But I think another thing to think about is for all the funky classes that you have, you need to have teachers that are able to teach those. Like Newsroom, for example. I don't think there are many teachers that can, teach something like this around the world. So it's definitely a privilege. But I mean, if I were to, request a class, it would definitely be something surrounding like life skills, because most of us are very young and very new to the adult world. And I think learning how to, manage that and really be introduced to this adult world and kind of being led through it and, taught some basic things would be very beneficial and quite helpful.
Yeah.
What do you think, Johannes?
I would only have development classes, leadership development, personal development, mindset development.
I like that a lot.
That's definitely a necessary thing.
Yeah, I think this is even a reason because I'm here, because I want to develop myself, and then I would have only development classes.
Yeah, I think most of us are here for personal development.
Imagine that you could change rooms whenever you wanted and live with whoever you wanted. How would that change life at IPC?
Lots of drama.
Crazy gossip. So much gossip, I can imagine.
It would be entertaining, though. I mean, not for the people involved. But
no.
You don't think so?
The drama is going to be so bad.
There's already so much of it.
There's already
a lot.
Imagine room switching. The gossip that would happen is insane.
And it would happen all the time, I feel like.
Rumors will be created.
Yeah.
It's a bad situation.
And
in my personal opinion, I don't think it's got any pros. Only for, I guess, freedom. You can choose who you want to.
If you could change, would you do it right now?
Would I be able to choose my roommate?
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, no. I don't think. I really like my roommate and my unit mate. And we get along really well, and we're able to talk and discuss things about our rooms pretty openly, And I mean, no, I don't think I would. I like my room. I like where my room is, Middle East corridor, away from noise, but, pretty centered around stuff. So I don't think I would. No.
I know your roommate.
Colin, yeah. I love Colin.
Yeah. And you, Johannes?
I would go to a single room, I guess.
A single room.
But
what if single rooms didn't exist then? Since everyone is constantly switching, there had to be double rooms. You have to have a roommate.
Then I would have one male friend, and we just get to one corner of IPC. I have no idea of gossip.
So basically, enclose yourself.
Yeah. This is what I'm doing right now as well. I have no idea that is gossip in IPC.
No, there's a lot. There's quite a bit of gossip.
There's too much.
It's not good.
It's too much, yeah.
It's not good. I don't like the gossip.
Would you change your room?
I wouldn't. I love my roommate, Nikki. She's great. I also love my sweet mates, Sophia and Lente. Great people, great girls to share with.
Your sweet mates.
Sweet
You don't
mates.
live in you live in a suite.
Ugh, whatever. But it's still good. We have girl chats. We can talk to each other about anything. It's a good group of girls. Honestly, I really enjoy it.
Cool. What if the students didn't have democratic representation and influence the school?
Oh my.
Well, it wouldn't make what IPC is.
No.
You know.
Like right now I can imagine of two different types. One, Islam, like to don't develop yourself is like forbidden, and you have like groups and they think, how do we make the world more racist?
Ooh, yeah.
Like I guess. And the other one is like not democratic, and like how do we make our leader more great?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think IPC, like Victor said, I don't think IPC would be IPC if it wasn't democratic.
Yeah, that's like a really big part of how this works.
I feel the students would have a lot of aggression, pent-up anger, because they can't freely talk about the problems that bother them. They can't take a vote about it.
Yeah.
Can't talk about it. Can't sort out the issues.
And it definitely wouldn't... Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine, go.
Anyway, I was saying it definitely wouldn't make the school as great as it is. You know, it would be very different, and it wouldn't... I don't think it would make it as popular. Because I really like the democratic aspect of it, you know, and the fact that you can organize things you want, but also talk about the things you want, and, you know, have someone advocate for you and make the changes. But I think it's also interesting to talk about how it would fall into chaos, you know.
Yeah, it would be... I can just imagine the students
Yeah.
trying to overthrow
Yeah. That's something I'd like to see, maybe.
the teachers or the principal. I don't know. I just feel like it wouldn't be a good situation for.
I don't know if
Both
it would be
parties.
chaos. Like if
Definitely not chaos, but it's something interesting to think about, you know.
It will be chaotic at some point
Yeah.
because the students will feel very oppressed, almost dictatorship. Like if it gets to that
Yeah.
point,
If there's no like centralized power, you know, maybe it would fall into chaos because then you'd have people fighting for power if they're not too lazy to fight for it. But
if you say one of the students will be the leader and they have to fight against each other, and the winner is the leader, and he tries to get as many people to worship him. Wow, this would be different. Wow. Wow.
it definitely would make for an interesting lifestyle,
Yeah.
like an everyday lifestyle, definitely.
definitely going to be interesting conversations. I feel.
Yeah.
But not in a good way.
No.
Let's go on to the last question. What if IPC was a prison?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You want to start?
Why don't you start?
Me. Like, I think this would change definitely a bit. Like, all the students aren't here on their own will. It's like,
So they're forced to be here.
yeah, they're forced to be here, and I'm not sure if they like they have to choose like classes. They go to Money Makes the World Go Round, and it's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just sitting here to get back to my life.
Yeah, to get the sentence over with.
Yeah.
But like when you say it's a prison, like let's try and define that a bit more. Like, would it just simply be you can't exit the school perimeters, or would the entire day be planned for you? Like, you have to get up at 7, you have to go to breakfast at 8 or whatever. Then you have these classes, these specific classes that you can't choose at this time and this time and this time, and then it's lights off obligatory.
I feel like it would be like that. Like your day is planned for you. You have to if you're not in class, you have to clean up.
Yeah.
That also arises the question: what if the kids of IPC, the students of IPC, didn't have the freedom they have now? So, for instance, now they didn't, in between classes, they didn't have a chance to go walk around town or go to the gym or do what they want, stuff like that. But they had to stay at school and clean up. If they're not cleaning up, they have to make a project that enriches the school or the students of the school somehow.
Yeah.
That would also be prison-like, wouldn't it?
I think it definitely wouldn't be like a regular prison.
No, but
or like a maximum security prison or whatever.
but it would be like high security.
Would
It would be I don't even know what you'd call it.
the students choose to be here?
Well,
I
guess
think they
that
would be
depends.
sent here.
Yeah, I think
as
they
like
would be
a
sent as a punishment or some sort of
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
behavior
exactly.
to teach them more.
Like juvie.
Oh, Yeah, basically, I guess.
Then the students would definitely just say, no, I don't want to do that. I want to just sit here and do nothing.
Yeah. But then if it was like that, then I don't know how to say this, but like student demographic maybe wouldn't be like people like us, you know. It would be kids who, you know, have maybe twisted minds on the more extreme end, or like done some really bad stuff.
Violent.
Yeah. And I think in that case you would have to enforce, you know, rules and be much stricter. Democracy definitely wouldn't be a thing.
No, imagine democracy in a prison though.
Yeah.
I vote
I
you
wonder
all
if that exists
escape.
though sometimes.
Like, it would be pretty funny. Let's vote if we get free. You
Everyone,
can't. No, but
we've
like,
reached the consensus. Like, it doesn't really make sense.
But like,
though.
I wonder if in some prisons, like prisoners can get together and be like, oh, like, you know, like this part of the prison is bad.
I
and
think they
it's
do
like,
have that though. But
Yeah.
it's democracy to a certain extent.
it's a democratic aspect, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not fully like it's the people's choice. But if there is issues that they want arisen or brought to light or fixed, they can, I guess, make a petition for it, rally for it, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the prison. Like, high security. it
Definitely
can't-
not. No ways. But like more relaxed. I wouldn't say relaxed prisons because prisons aren't relaxed, but you know, ones with not as high security, with the crazy, well, not necessarily crazy, but the criminals in for time for doing extreme things, more extreme things.
Yeah.
We have reached the end of our time today. We have listened to our wise opinions, and I'm sure many current and former students will be happy to continue this discussion in the real world. At least we encouraged you to do this. To do so. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.